Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some 1961 baseball. We got the Washington Senators traveling up I-95 to take on the New York Yankees in Yankee Stadium. And let's take a look at the visitors' Senators starting lineup. You got playing third, batting first, Billy Kloss. Batting second, playing second is Danny O'Connell. And batting third, playing left field is Chuck Hinton. And playing right field, batting fourth is Jim King. Playing center, batting fifth is Willie Tasby. Batting sixth and playing first base is Dale Long. Batting seventh and doing the catching is Pete Daly. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Jim Mahana A. And on the mound doing the pitching is WOODESHICK. Let's look at the Yankees starting lineup here. And leading off for the New York Yankees, playing second is Bobby Richardson. Oh, let's do some adjusting here. Let's move Q back up in the lineup. Move Q back up here to second. Batting second. Where did Q back get to? He didn't move up, did he? No, he didn't. Alrighty, let's move him on up here. Ah, come on. Move Maris up. And then we'll move Bob down. Move Boyer down here. There we go. Batting third, playing right field is Roger Maris. And playing center field, batting fourth, Mickey Mantle. Playing first, batting fifth is Bill Skowron. And behind the plate, doing the catching for the Yankees is Mr. Howard, Elston Howard. And batting sixth, playing left field, batting seventh is Bob Serve. And batting eighth, playing third base is Clint Boyer. And on the mound for the New York Yankees is Bill Stafford. Let's get down to Yankee Stadium and get this game started between the Yankees and the Senators. And here we go with the first pitch to Kloss. And that ball is hit down to Boyer. And believe it or not, Clint's going to bobble this ball. And that'll be an error on Boyer. So the lead runner's on an error by normally one of the best fielding third basemen in the game. That brings up O'Connell here with nobody out. Here's the pitch. And that ball is going to be popped up behind home plate. And Howard's got that all day long for the first out of the game. One down now. Brings up Hinton. What can he do here? 36. And that's going to be a 2-ball, no strike count on him. Here's the pitch. And he's going to hit that ball down to second base over the short, the Q back. And that's all they're going to get, folks. They're not going to be able to turn two on Hinton. He's too fast to get that. That'll bring up King now. Runner on first, 2 outs. And that ball is hit back to the mound. No, it's not. That's a strikeout. Old Bill gets a strikeout here on King. So the Senators leave 1 on. We go to the bottom of the first. Richardson, Quebec, and Maris due up for the Yanks. Here's the pitch to Bobby. And Bobby is going to get a single into, I think, left field here. Yep, single's in the left. First base runner for the Yanks. Brings up Quebec here with a runner on first, no outs. Here's the pitch to Tony. And he's going to keep this hit parade going. He's going to hit that ball in the center field. Bobby Richardson's going to stop at second. We got first and second, folks. Nobody out for the M&M boys. Here comes Maris with the first shot to drive in some runs for the Yanks. And he's going to walk Roger. He's going to walk the bases loaded for the Mick. They'll play the infield back, trying to get out of this inning. They're only giving up 1 run, maybe. Here's the pitch to Mick. Can he drive some runners in? That's an infield fly. And Long at first calls everybody off, makes the play. That's the first big out of the inning. 1 down. Base is still loaded. They're playing back for the double play. Here's Moose. Can he deliver here? And they strike out Bill. 2 down now. It's going to take a 2-out base hit or a walk here for Howard to drive somebody in. Here's the pitch to Howard. And he hits that ball down the first baseline. King's over to cut it off. It'll be a single. That'll score 2. And the Yankees take a 2-run lead here. We got first and third now. Maris makes his way down to third base. So Howard delivers the big base hit. Here comes Bob Serve now. 2 outs. Runners on the corner. And that ball is hit deep to right field. King going back. That ball's going over the 306 mark. Home run, Bob Serve. His first home run as a Yank. How about that, folks? And all of a sudden now it's a 5-0 game. The big boppers at the top of the lineup didn't come through, but Howard and Serve sure did. And the Yankees take a 5-0 lead here in the first. Here's Clint Boyer. And he's going to keep this hit parade going. He singles in the left field. Now there's 2 outs. And that'll be the 9th batter to come to the plate here in the first. Old Bill Stafford. He is yet to bat this year. Let's see what Bill can do. Can he keep this inning going? And he sure can. He squares this up, gets a hold of this pitch, and that ball is driven into right field. And Boyer's going to score on this 2-out double in the right. So how about that? The pitcher delivers, and it's 6-0 Yanks. And we batted around here, folks. 10th batter to come up, Bobby Richardson, who started this inning off with a single. Can he keep her going? Runner on second now. 2 outs. They're out talking the Woodeshick. This one will get him out of the first inning, folks. And he's not out of the woodwork yet. Sure. And that ball is hit into right field. And Bill's going to score. And all of a sudden, folks, this game is busted wide open. And it is 7-0 Yankees. Sure. Q back up for the second time. Quebec got a single in the first at bat. He's 1 for 1. And this will do it for the. Hold on a second. He didn't score here. Let's go back here. Bobby's got to drive him in here. Okay. And that ball's hit down the third. Kloss is up with it. And finally, the Senators get out of the inning, but the Yanks bring 11 men up to the plate, score 7, and this game's already out of hand, folks. Hey, Ken. Yeah, heck of a start is right. Sure. Yeah. Couldn't get out of that. I didn't think he was going to even get out of the inning. And this is 1961. I guarantee you in 2023, he wouldn't have got out of the inning. Yep. All righty. Here's Tasby due up. Senators down 7-0 in the top of the second. And he hits that ball down the short. Quebec fires it over the bill for the first out of the second inning. Here comes Dale Long up now. 1 down, nobody on. And that ball's hit down to Bobby. Bobby bobbles this one. And Long's going to get on an error on Richardson. So far, that's the only way the Senators have gotten runners on is 2 errors, one by Boyer and now one by Bobby. So we got a runner on first, 1 out for Pete Daly. And Daly gets a hold of this ball from Stafford. And he drives that ball into left field. And Long's going to stop at third. And Daly's got himself a nice double here. You got second and third, 1 down. Of course, the Yanks with a 7-run lead is going to play the infield back. They'll give up a run for an out here. Mahoney's up now. Let's see what Mo does. And he's going to fly out the left. Is it deep enough to score? No. Bob's out there. Shallow left field. Makes the play. Runners hold. See if Bill can get out of this mess. Sure. Should we pitch hit for Howe? I guess we're going to let him pitch. So we ain't going to pitch hit for him. Like I say, we're not going to take him out in the second inning. Here's the pitch to Howe. And 36. That might be a pass ball, folks. It is a pass ball. Howard couldn't stop that. So Senators get on the board now. It is now 7-1 with a runner on third. Here's the second pitch, a 1-0 count on Woodeshick, and he drives that ball into left field. And Daly scores. How about that? Leaving him in there. He delivers with a base hit, and it's 7-2. Runner on first now. Top of the order. Here comes Kloss. Let's see what Billy can do. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. And that ball's going to be hit back to. No, it's not going to be hit anywhere. He strikes him out with that Y. So that ends the second. but the Senators scored 2. Big help with that error by Richardson. And it's 7-2 as we go to the bottom of the second. We got Maris, Mano, and Scourin due up for the Yanks, folks. Here's the pitch to Roger. And they walk Roger. Roger will trot on down the first and brings up Mick. Nobody out. See what Mick can do here. And he gets a hold of this and hits the ball in the center field. Roger will stop at second. Get the first 2 batters on again. Sure. First and second here. And they are going to get somebody up in the pen. They can't let this keep going. See who they're going to get up here in the pen. They'll get Gillespie up in the pen. All righty. Here's Moose up now, first and second. Only a 7-2 ball game here, folks. See if Moose can add to it. Nobody out. And that ball's going to be hit in the left field. The runner's a hold. That's the first out here in the second inning. 1 down. It brings up Howard. Can Howard deliver a 1-out hit? No, but he's going to walk. That'll load the bases. And Bob Serves already had a home run here today. Can he get a grand salami? Here's the pitch to Bob. And he's not going to hit a home run this time, folks. That ball is hit down the short. Mahoney's up with it. He fires over to O'Connell. Over to the long at first for the 6-4-3. And that'll end the inning. And the Yanks can't score with the bases loaded as we go to the top of the third. Still 7-2. O'Connell's up now for the Senators. We got O'Connell, Hinton, and King due up for the Senators. And that's going to be a fly ball to Mick out in the center. 1 down. Here's Hinton. That's a foul ball. Strike 1 on Chuck. And he's going to come back and get a walk. Nice piece of hitting. Chuck trots on down the second. That brings up Jim King. 1 down, a runner on first. Senators down 7-2. And he hits King. And not what you want to do here. Put runners on the base. You got to make them earn it. Got to make them earn it. Make them hit their way on. Brings up Tasby. First and second, 1 out. And that ball is hit down the short. His only play is over to Richardson at second. For the second out of the inning. Hinton will make his way down the third. We got runners on the corners now. 2 outs. That'll bring up Dale Long. See what happens here, folks. And that ball's going to be hit down the short. And again, he'll go to the quick way over to Richardson at second. And that'll end the inning. And the Senators leave 2 on. And we go to the bottom of the third. Still 7-2 Yanks. And here's Mr. Boyer due up. And got Boyer, Stafford, and Richardson due up for the Yankees. And Boyer gets a hold of this. And he drives that ball into right field for a single. So Boyer's aboard. And Bill's going to try to bunt him over to second here. Play a little small ball. And that's exactly what he does. He gets the bunt down. Let me see here. Sacrifice. I think you just put a 4 after it. Let's see here. Sacrifice 1. And we got one down, runner on second now. Brings up the top of the order. And Bobby's 2 for 2. Can he make it 3 for 3 with a runner on second and make this an 8-2 game? And that answer is no. He's going to pump that ball up to short. That'll be the second out of the inning. Here comes Q back up now. Tony get the key 2-out hit here. He's 1 for 2. And nope, that's not happening. That ball's hit down the down the first. Long's up with it. Underhand tosses it to WOODESHICK. And that'll end the inning. We go to the top of the fourth. 7-2 Yanks. Daly, Mahoney, and WOODESHICK is due up for the Senators. WOODESHICK, after that rough first inning, has really settled down here, folks. And Daly's going to fly out to center. One down here in the fourth. Here's Mahoney. And they strike out Mo. That's the second out here. Here comes WOODESHICK. And that ball's hit down the third. Boyer up with it. He fires over to first for the third out. 3 up and 3 down as we make our way to the bottom of the fourth. 7-2 Yanks. Here's Maris. Mano and Scourin due up. And they walk Maris for the third time. The third walk by Roger today. They don't want no parts of Roger. Here comes Mick. Nobody out and a runner on first. And that ball is back. That ball is back. And that ball is out of here down the right field line. Home run, Mick. He finally makes him pay for walking Roger. And it's a 9-2 game, folks. Here comes Moose up now. Base is empty after the home run. And here's the pitch to the Scourin. And he strikes out Bill with a first out here in the fourth. Comes Howard up now. And Howard's going to hit that ball down to Mahoney at short. He fires over to long for the second out. Bob serve. He's 1 for 2 with a 3-run homer. And they strike out Bob. But the Yankees add 2 more on the Mickey Mantle home run. We go to the fifth, 9-2 Yanks. Here's Billy Kloss up now for the Senators, top of the lineup. And that ball's going to be hit to Roger out in right field. 1 down. O'Connell up now. And that's going to be a single in the left field, just out of the reach of Quebec. So Hinton's up now, 1 out with O'Connell on at first. And he's going to beat out an infield hit here, folks. Slow roller down the third. So it's first and second for the Senators here. And that brings up King. What can Jim do here with 1 out? Yankees are playing back for the double play. And a strike, King out. 2 down here now. Here's Tasby. And that's a 2-ball, no count, no strike count on Tasby. And that ball is hit down to second. And Richardson calls everybody off, and he'll make the catch on that high pop-up. And that'll end the inning. And it's still 9-2 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. They're going to see if WOODESHICK can make it through this inning. Here's the pitch to Boyer. You got Boyer, Stafford, and Richardson due up. And Boyer's going to get a hold of this one. He's 2 for 2 today. And now he's 3 for 3. He hits that ball in the right field for a single. And again, Bill's going to try to sacrifice him down the second. And here's the pitch to Bill. A base on balls while he was trying to bunt. They walked the pitcher while he's trying to bunt. Sure. Nobody out for the Yanks here, and the top of the order due up. And let's see here. That's going to be it for WOODESHICK. Senators don't have a left-handed pitcher in the bullpen. So Gabler's going to come in to pitch for the Senators. Nobody out here in the 5th. Here comes John in the pitch for the Senators. First and second. Nobody out. Senators down 9-2. And we got the top of the lineup due up. Richardson, Quebec, and Maris. And Bobby's going to hit that ball in the center field. Is it deep enough for Boyer to tag and go to third? Not quite deep enough. Boyer will hold up. 1 down here in the 5th. Here comes Quebec now. And that is going to be a single over short. And Bill's going to stop at second. That drives in another run. So we still got first and second, 1 out for Roger Maris. Here's the pitch to Roger. And that ball is going to be hit to center field. Is that deep enough to get Bill over there? No, Bill will hold. So 2 outs now for the Mick. Nick has already homered in this game. He's 2 for 3 with a home run. See what he can do. Can he get a nice base hit here? And he's going to pop that ball up behind home plate. Daly's got it. That'll end the 5th inning. But the Yanks add 1 and go up 10-2. Good buddy. So here we go to the top of the 6th. Long, Daly, and Mahoney due up for the Senators. If anybody gets on, we'll have a pitch hitter. Here's the pitch to Long. And that ball's hit down Boyer at third. He fires over to Moose. 1 out here in the 6th. Here's Daly up now. And Daly gets a hold of this pitch by Bill. And he drives that in the right field gap for a stand-up double. Mahoney's up now with a runner on second. 1 out. And that ball is hit out to Roger in right field, but not very deep. Daly will hold at second, and we'll have a pitch hitter here for Garber. See who's going to pitch hit. So they're going to have Stevens come in and pitch hit. There's Stevens. All righty, here's the pitch to Stevens. 2 outs, runner on second. And that ball's going to be hit to Maris out in right field. He's got room to make the play. And that'll be the 3rd out here in the 6th. And the score is still 10-7, 10-2 rather. And we'll need a new pitcher here for the Senators. We'll bring in old John. See if John can get them through some innings here. There's Johnny. He's got Scourin, Howard, and Serve due up here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch to Moose. Moose flies out to hitting out in left field. 1 down here in the 6th. Here comes Howard. And Howard's 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. And now he's going to be 2 for 3 here with a single into left field, just out of the reach of Mahoney. Brings up Bob Serve, who's having a heck of a game here at Yankee Stadium. Runner on first. Bob's 1 for 3 with a 3-run homer. Here's the pitch to Bob. And that ball is back, and going over the left field fence. He pulled that ball, folks. Bob Serve, 2 home runs today. Sure. And it is 12-2. Yankees. Hey, Doug. Man, how about that? Bob trying to get some more playing time. Here comes Boyer up now. One out, nobody on for Boyer. Boyer's 3 for 3. Can he go 4 for 4? And that's not going to happen. He hits that ball down to Mahoney at short. He fires over to long for the second out of the inning. Here comes Bill up. Bill is 1 for 1 today. 2 sacrifices and a walk. 32. That ball's going to be hit down the second. O'Connell's up with it, and that'll end the inning. But Yanks score 2 on the Bob Serve home run as we go to the 7th inning, 12-2, the Yanks. We got the top of the order due up for the Senators. Kloss, O'Connell, and Hinton. Here's the pitch to Kloss. And that ball is hit out to the left field. Bob camps under it. 1 down. Here's Danny O'Connell. Old Danny boy. And that ball is hit in the left field. Just out of the reach of Quebec as he leaps to try to make the play. So O'Connell reaches on a single. Brings up Hinton. 1 down here in the 7th. And that ball is hit out the left field. Again, Bob's got plenty of room out there. 2 down. Here's Mr. King. And that ball is crushed, folks. That ball is lined over first base. That'll score O'Connell from first. And that makes it a 12-3 ball game as King ends up on second. Let's check. That might have been the first earned run of the game off of Bill. Let's see here. Let's go to the box score. It sure is the first earned run. I thought the first 2 was unearned. Yep. Oh, we didn't get him to score. Hold on here, folks. Undo. Double in the right. That'll get him in. All righty, here's Tasby up now with a runner on second and 2 out. And that ball is laced in the left center field. He splits the gap there. And all of a sudden, the Senators' bats are coming to life, folks. And that makes it a 12-4 ball game. They go out and talk to Bill, ask him if everything is all right. He says he's fine. So here's the pitch to Long. And that ball is hit down the second. He'll go over to first for the easy out to end the inning. But the Senators do score 2 and make it a 12-4 ball game. And that might be the last inning for Bill here as we make it to the 7th inning stretch, folks. Yeah, exactly. Go Yanks. I agree with you, Doug. Here we go. We got the top of the order due up for the Yanks. Richardson, Quebec, and Maris. And let's see who the Yankees got warming up in the bullpen. They got old Tex warming up. Clever's warming up in the bullpen. He'll come in here probably in the 8th inning. Here's the pitch to Bobby Richardson. And he walks Bobby. Bobby trots on down the first. He's 2 for 4 with a walk now. Here comes Quebec up. Hubeck's 2 for 4 with an RBI. And that ball is hit down the third. His only play is going to be over to first. Bobby will make it down the second. 1 out now with a runner in scoring position for Roger. And Rogers walked 3 times and flown out the center. Let's see what he can do here. Can he get a hit? He might be, let's check the box score. He might be the only Yankee that hasn't had a hit yet. He sure is. He's the only Yankee that's on the snide and hasn't gotten a hit. See if Roger can get a hit here. Nope. Takes a big cut at that and misses. Strike 3, and Roger goes back shaking his head. He's walked 3 times, though, folks. So here comes Mick up now with a runner on second and 2 outs. Hey, Tim. Yeah, I hear you, Tim. Here's the pitch to Mick. And catcher bobbles the bouncer at the plate. Batter safe at first. Runner to third. On an error on the catcher. So we got runners on the corners here. 2 out for the Moose. See if the Moose can deliver a 2-out hit here. And that ball's going to be hitting out and left. That'll end the inning. So we go to the top of the 8th. Still 12-4. Like I say, we'll bring in old Tex here to pitch. Bills pitched a darn good game. Got hit around a little bit in the 7th. So we'll bring Tex in. See if he can close this game out. Yankees up by 8. Bet the bank, Tim says. Tim says, don't bet your house on this, huh? Alrighty, here we go to the top of the 8th. You got the bottom part of the lineup due up for Washington. Daly, Mahoney, and then a pitch hitter. Here's the pitch to Daly. And that's going to be a fly out the left field. Serves got that. 1 down here in the 8th. Here comes Mahoney up now. And they walk Mahoney. He trots on down the first. And what you want if you're a Yankee fan, make them earn their way on, folks. We'll have a pitch hitter here. Old Woodling will come up here and bat against Tex. Already 1 out, 1 on. And the pitch to Woodling. And that ball is hit down to short. Tony's up with it. He's going to fire over to Bobby at second. On the Bill at first for the 6-4-3 double play. And that'll end the inning, folks. And who is the Senators going to bring in here? The pitch the bottom of the 8th. Oh, I guess they'll bring in. They're going to bring Marty in. Yeah, they'll bring Marty in. Pitch the bottom of the 8th. Alrighty, he'll be facing Howard, serving Boyer here in the bottom of the 8th. See what happens here as we drop the dice for the second time today. And right away, he starts off with a walk. Howard will end up down at first. Here comes serve with 2 home runs. Can he make it 3, folks? 3-home run game. Let's see. Not this time. That ball is hit back to the pitcher. Is only placed over to first. Howard will end up at second. 1 down now. Here's Boyer up now. And he's going to pop up in foul territory down the third baseline. Kloss goes over to get it. And that's 2 outs here in the 8th. We're going to let Tex hit here, folks. We're not going to burn the bullpen up with a 8-run lead. Here's the pitch to Tex. And that is hit over in the left field. Hitton's got it for the final out of the inning. So we make our way to the 9th inning. Instead of some 9th inning magic, can we have a 9th inning miracle here? Top of the orders due up for the Senators. Kloss, O'Connell, and Hinton. So if you're a Washington fan, at least you got the top of the lineup to start this stuff. Here's the pitch to Billy. And Billy does get a hold of this one. And that ball is driven in the right field for a base hit. So the lead runner's on. Got to start somewhere if you're Washington. Here's O'Connell now. Nobody out, runner on first. And how about this, folks? Old Texas starting to get beat around. That ball is hit in the center field. Mix up with it, fires it in. And we got the first 2 guys on board here in the 9th inning. As Kloss will stop at second. Brings up Hitting now. First and second, nobody out. Right now, the bullpen's still quiet. Here's the pitch to Chuck. And here we go, folks. Texas just walked the bases loaded. Not trying to go out easy here. The Senators aren't. They're putting up a fight. Yankees will play back for the double play here with King. Here's the pitch to King. And he wraps that ball in the left field. And everybody's going to advance 2 bases. Jeez, you Pete's, folks. And that might get some bullpen action up now. We got runners at first and third, folks. and nobody out. And all of a sudden, that's a 12-6 ball game as Tasby's up. McDermott is getting up in the bullpen for the Yanks. Again, the Yankees will be playing back for the double play. Maybe magic. Yeah, more than magic, Doug. A miracle here. Here's the pitch to Tasby. And that ball is hit in the left field. Is it deep enough to score? It's deep enough for King to get over to second. We got second and third now with one down. Finally get the all-important first out. Here comes Long up now. One down, second and third. Now first on air, runners advance one base to second. Error on Bobby Richardson, folks. Jeez, you Pete's. So we'll have runners on the corner again. And one out. The defense ain't helping Tex out, and he ain't helping himself out. Here's the pitch to Daly. And that ball is hit in the right field. Is it deep enough to score? No, it's in shallow right field. Runners will hold two down. Here's Mahoney up now. Can he keep this game going? They're down to the last out. He sure can. He singles in the left. And Long will stop at second. I'll have a pitch hitter here. And who are they going to bring in the hit? Keyhole is going to come in to hit. And that's going to be it for Tex. McDermott's going to come in to pitch to Marty. So first we'll get a pitch hitter here for Washington as they have scored 4 runs here in the ninth. And we'll bring in McDermott to pitch to him for the Yanks. Here's Danny, old Danny boy. All righty, folks. Runners at first and second now, 2 outs. Yankees are only up by 4. Started this inning up by 8. Here's the pitch to Marty. And that ball is hit down to short. Q back up with it. He'll go the short way to second. And finally, the Yanks get out of this inning and win this ball game, folks. But gives the Senators credit. They fought back. And your score is 12-8. Let's take a look at the box score here. Here's the line score. 8 runs for the Senators on 12 hits and an error. Yankees 12 runs, 14 hits and 3 errors. Let's go down here and see how many earned runs. Only 4 of those runs was earned, folks. Bobby Richardson with 2 costly errors. Yep. The only Senator that didn't have a base hit today was Long. He was 0 for 5. Everybody else had a hit. And the only Yank that didn't have a hit, well, I'm sorry, there's 2 Yankees that didn't have a hit. I thought Roger was the only one. Moose was 0 for 5 and struck out twice. Woodchick, 4 innings, 11 hits, 10 runs, 5 walks, 3 strikeouts. Of course, like I say, 7 of those runs is in the first inning, folks. Bill pitched a hell of a game. 7 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, only 2 of them earned, walked 1, struck out 4. And then poor Tex came in and just imploded there in the 9th. 4 hits, 4 runs, but again, only 2 of those was earned, walked 2. So let's do some fast play here in the American League. Yeah, exactly. Way to go is right. Held on at the end, didn't they, Doug? So let's travel down the I-95 and head to Baltimore and see the Tigers take on the Orioles here. And the Orioles win. Tigers 4 runs on 8 hits and 3 errors. And the Orioles 9 runs on 17 hits and 2 errors. And again, we'll travel up the coast. We'll head to Boston and watch the Indians, Tim, take on the Red Sox here. And Cleveland wins for you, Tim. 8 runs on 12 hits and an error. And the Red Sox 1 run on 3 hits and 2 errors. Out to Chicago we go to watch the Twins take on the White Sox. And the White Sox win at home. Twins 3 runs on 8 hits and no errors. And the White Sox 9 hits and 3 errors. The last American League game here on May 16th is the Angels at Kansas City taking on the Athletics. And the Athletics win big. Angels 3 runs on 10 hits and an error. And the Athletics 7 runs on 10 hits and no errors. So let's take a look at the standings now after May 13th. Oh, you're welcome, Doug. I appreciate you watching. And here's the standings after May 16th in the American League. You got the Yankees a game and a half up on the Angels. 2.5 games up on your Indians, Tim. 6 games up on the White Sox. The Tigers and Orioles are 6.5 games back. So's the Red Sox 6.5 games back. The Twins are 7.5 games back. Kansas City's 10.5 back. And the Senators are holding everybody up 12.5 games back. I want to thank Doug and Cleveland Baseball 879 Tim for stopping by here today. Check out Tim's channel. He's doing the 2007 Indians replay. I want to thank Ken Castro for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, folks, hit that subscribe button on your way out of the stadium here at Yankee Stadium. On your way home, hit that like button. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think of this 61 replay. And the Yankees here. Until next time, y'all take care.